Hello and welcome back to BannerKings, and we are here at Kuyaz. I just ran around trying to get as many units into my party as I could handle, and as you can see, we are almost maxed out, actually almost maxed out, and we have 21 Cataphractos. Obviously these are the highest tier of cavalry that we can actually get with this particular faction, and I'm hopeful that we'll have a pretty decent time with it. Now, very interesting little by-the-by here. My faction, my original culture, has decided to declare war against our, our current faction that we belong to. So this is going to be really, really interesting. Not sure how this is going to work, because these guys, as you know, they literally have, and I don't want to panic anyone, but these guys actually have explosives. You know that. They've got explosives, and I'm a little bit worried about it, to be honest. I'm a little bit worried. I don't know whether it's going to work, but I can only hope we'll be okay, and hopefully they won't have too many of those. But I don't think they've been in any battles whatsoever so far, and this kind of worries me. This kind of says to me, hey, maybe we want to be a little bit careful, you know? Maybe we want to be a little bit worried about things. I don't know. We're going to have to see. One thing I do want to do, though, obviously, when we're done with, fighting all these people, if we are going to be done fighting all these people at some point in this episode, then I would like to go and speak to I would like to go and speak to Nadea, if at all possible, or I could just speak to Awa right here.
My greeting.
Hello there. All right, so I'm actually going to say this. Ooh, wait a minute. She's really good. As you can see, she's got great combat skills. This is kind of what I'm looking for right here. She's got good relation with us as well. Okay, you must speak to Adas. Adas. Okay, where is he? Do I know where he is? I do not. So I will... Ah, I see. Okay, wait. Her father was killed. Oh no, her father was actually killed already. I have no idea where this guy is. Okay, so apparently he's close by to this, which is all the way over here. Well, that's not really going to be very helpful for me, is it? No, that isn't very helpful for me at all. So I am going to have to let that fall by the wayside for the moment. And I'm going to have to make my way over to Goroya territory, because this is literally my one opportunity, my one shot to remember the lyrics from that Eminem movie, which I cannot. So, unfortunately, we will just have to move on. And we're going to see what happens. Wait, what? Morale! No! Wait. Oh no! This is very bad. I didn't realize. No, don't leave. No, we need to keep as many people as possible. Okay, whew. Okay, we made it. All right, this is not as bad as it looks. If they have food, yes, they have food. Okay, that's good. So we're just gonna get a bunch of food right here. Obviously, I don't really have much, so we're just gonna buy. Not 800. Thank you very much. Just 200 of this. We'll get some more eggs. Get some grain. Some bread, butter, all this wonderful stuff, just to increase our overall, overall happiness a little bit here and there. I'm spending 23,000. How annoying! How annoying! Isn't that frustrating? I think that's extremely frustrating to have to do that, but it is indeed required in BannerKings. So I'm just going to wait here for a little bit of time. And I'm hopeful that my morale, as you can see, look at that. My morale just literally went skyrocketing up to 73 right there. And hopefully, we will, once we wait another day, I highly doubt this is going to be enough, to be honest. I really need to, you know what I really need to do? I really need to kill caravans. I really need to kill huge amounts of caravans. That's what I need to do. Unfortunately, the saving is going to come in, so we're going to have to wait 20 years later. Alright, so we're not doing too badly in terms of party morale, as you can see right here. We actually have 72, which is not actually that terrible. Unfortunately for me, however, it is probably going to be required that we retreat after some time. Now, the funniest thing that I actually did was, while I was going across the ocean here, obviously just a very small little hop, skip, and a jump, I saw a Vlandian caravan, and I thought to myself, hey, you know what? I think I want to attack those guys. So I basically attacked them, I looted all of their stuff, and now we're at war against them again. But obviously this is not really that big a deal, because the Vlandians aren't particularly strong, as you get. I mean, they're pretty strong, right? They're pretty strong, but they're not actually as strong as they could be. We could be fighting these guys, for example, or something, along those lines. But yes, anyway, what we're actually gonna do is, I actually wouldn't mind going into a siege. I'm thinking we're probably going to try and take this castle. I think that might be a pretty cool way to go about things. I don't know whether this is actually going to work, because bear in mind, I've never actually been successful doing a siege in BannerKings yet, because, well, let's face it, I have made some errors, and also the way that BannerKings works is it's very punishing, takes a lot longer. And, well, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see what actually happens here. Because maybe I'll be lucky this time, or maybe I'm going to be able to draw some of the vassals out. We have to be careful about my morale. You can see here, look at the amount of troops. We have the possibility of achieving victory here. With very little expenditure of our own effort, we may, in fact, just be able to do it. Ooh. No. Not in a million years. Nope. Goodbye. Goodbye. I'm out of there. I am out of there. There is nothing I can do about that guy, that's for sure. That is actually kind of frightening, to be honest. And that makes me now believe, yeah, you know what? You know what we need? You know what we need? We need a friendly army to come along and say hello. That is what we require. Where are they? Oh, there he is. He's only got 484. Oh, it's because he's going over there to fight the Vlandians. I actually wonder if they can even come over here. Do they even have the ability to come over here? I mean, yeah, obviously Tadios is over here, but what about the others? Do they have the possibility to come over here even? Not entirely sure. Let's speak to Nadea real fast. Hello there. It is not in my position. Yeah, okay. Yeah, fine. Well, she's not calling us a jester this time, at least. But she wasn't obviously doing that beforehand either. So who knows? Maybe we will get the opportunity to do so. Okay, one thing we need to do, though, is I need to continue to just stock up on things. Just stock up on things, that's it. Just things. I need to get as much, well, wine and beer as possible. It's actually quite funny that I was trading in wine and beer so much earlier on in the playthrough, and now we actually need it super badly, and it's really difficult to get it. Anyway, we're going to go into this tournament here because we might as well. It's part of our faction. We might as well. It's going to get us some good renown for it, and we'll obviously then have the ability to increase our overall combat skills in the process. And then I'm probably going to be moving on to... I'm actually not entirely sure where to move on to, because as it stands, obviously the Goroya, they have such an insane... army size, but their territory is so limited, and I think that's the main reason why it's such a scary prospect, because they will basically be able to reach any particular section of territory in very little time, and that's going to make it a lot easier for them to defend and a lot easier for us to be defeated in those situations, and that's the reason why we have to be super careful. Unfortunately, this guy is making things rather difficult. Can I take him down? I'm trying to go for the face hit, as you can quite clearly tell here. Okay, well, there's a guy coming in from behind. Maybe he's actually gonna... Oh, no, no, they're both attacking me. All right, yeah, that's great. I love you. Thank you very much. That's absolutely terrible. Okay, thank you, okay. Oh, did you see that? That was absolutely hilarious. I thought that they were both going to attack me forever, but thankfully that is not the case. Okay, now all we need to do is just do some damage. Just do some good damage here and there. Is this guy hopefully a little bit injured? I don't know whether he is. I need to get him off rhythm. I need to get him off rhythm. And or need to get him off. And there you go. That's it. Done. We did it. Okay, fantastic. Not bad, not bad. The one thing I feel like Empire tournaments are missing is a set of javelins, actually. A set of javelins would actually be really, really fun here. But unfortunately, that just doesn't seem to happen. I really want to catch this guy off rhythm, but I'm just not very good at that against higher tier units. Sometimes I can, but that is usually a little bit more coincidental than, you know, than it usually would be in certain other situations. Like, for example, if this guy had much worse skills, then I would probably be able to run a couple of rings around him, but as it stands, he's actually looking pretty decent. And we're getting some nice combat skills in the process. Nice, there we go. We got him off. Yeah, we got him off. There we go. So that's absolutely wonderful. Now, all we need to do is take out this guy, and then we've won. But this guy is obviously going to be the most difficult... Huh. Alright, this guy's obviously going to be the most difficult. Alright, so we're basically going to be accepting the peace agreement here, and this is actually something that we could do to farm relation with Garrios, because obviously, as you can see right there, because he also wants peace, we just gained 11 charm skill and an insane amount of relation with him in the process too. So theoretically, if I continue to cause war by attacking various caravans in the area, I can actually do some pretty funny things with the policy system and or influence system, voting system, whatever you want to call it. And that might actually be kind of cool. What do you think? What do you think? I think that could be kind of fun. So what we're going to do, I'm actually going to try if I can actually catch up. No, never mind. I'll never catch up to those guys. I was kind of hoping to attack one of the Batanian caravans, but there's one right here. Nope, too fast. Okay, what about this one? There we go. There we go. Yeah, wonderful. Okay, yeah, so we'll just attack them. Boom, just go straight up, attack. And these are the Sturgeons, so obviously they're going to be kind of annoyed at us, but that's not really my fault. I didn't do anything. You know, I didn't do anything. I just said some harsh words to them, because that's exactly how it works. You know, you go to someone and you tell them, you know, all kinds of mean things, and then you just act as though you didn't. You know, that's the name of the game nowadays. But yeah, anyway, there we go. That is exactly what we're gonna do. 6,000, not too bad. And as soon as the peace agreement comes in, you know what we're doing. You know what we're doing. I'm going to agree with it. I'm going to agree with it as soon as I can. Is this guy way too fast for me? Yeah, he's way too fast. Okay, so technically, as you can see, it's not even the Sturgians. Technically, it is the Sturgians, but it's an offshoot from that faction, which is quite funny. Ah, look at this. We can already make peace with them. Look at that. We can already make peace. We're going to get 420 Blaze It every single day, which is absolutely wonderful. Boom, there you go. We're going to get another massive relation boost with this particular clan. Very nice to see that. Not even Garrios, but it's fine. You know, as long as we can try to ingratiate ourselves dramatically with as many lords as possible, that is all we really need to do. Same thing with attacking these caravans right here. So this is basically, you could kind of call this an exploit. I think you could probably call this an exploit, because this is certainly not something that is meant to happen. But, well, it's available. You know, you can do it, technically, so I don't know. I'm not really glitching the game out or anything like that, so I guess it very much depends on how you how you really think about these kinds of things. Because from my perspective, I don't really think of it so much as an exploit, but I guess it could be considered one, considering it did actually, you know, cross my mind. But I guess the one thing we have to take away from this is the fact that you do need a significant amount of influence to be able to make this work. Because if you don't have the influence, then you're done. There's nothing you can do. You know, you can't actually influence any of the voting. You can't take part in any of the voting. So you're going to need to have some influence saved up to actually make this work, because otherwise you won't be able to. Oh, are you serious? Wow, okay. This guy really wanted to go in there super badly. Do we got some influence here? New influence is 350. How did I get 350? Oh yeah, I have 350. Oh, okay, yeah. I actually thought I had a lot less than that, but I think I'm thinking of when the peace agreement comes in, because I'm obviously going to spend 150 every single time to get some relation. Where is Garrios, though? That's the question. I think he's actually just gotten defeated, hasn't he? I need to check where he is, actually. Let's see. Bjorgus? Where's that? Oh, over there. Okay, fantastic. Is he in that army? I didn't think lords, well, not lords, I didn't think lieges could actually go into vassal armies. So I guess we're going to have to take a quick look at that and actually see what's going on. And yeah, I wonder when the peace agreement is going to come in, if at all. I'm sure it will in due time. Ah, there he is. Okay, fantastic. There he is. All right. So now here's the thing. Hopefully, and now this is where we're going to actually suggest that we marry. I still only have a 963 spouse score. I was actually kind of hoping I'd have a lot more than that. It's not acceptable, as you can quite clearly tell. It is not acceptable. The score difference is literally only minus 140, but apparently that is enough. Apparently that is enough to cause this to be a problem. So there you go. Sad. I was actually really hoping that this would be a little bit different, but oh well, never mind. Can't really do much about that. So yeah, I guess what we're going to do now is we're just going to raid a couple of villages, just continue attacking the Botanians until we get a peace agreement. I kind of wish we were a bit faster, so I think what I might actually end up doing is maybe placing a couple of people in my garrison, potentially, and then just taking, I don't even know what, taking a small contingent of people out and just having them be the attacking force. Because as it stands right now, I have very little mobility. I feel very slow on the world map, as you can quite clearly tell. It's just not very fast at all. So let me actually just see. Let me try and besiege this. And let's see if we are going to do it. Let's see, because for me personally, you know what? Oh no, I can't do that, can I? Oh, see now I'm in a bit of a quandary, because what I actually wanted to do was get a battering ram up and some siege towers and things, because I feel like that's going to be required in these BannerKings sieges, and then move on from there. But the main issue is the fact that they have catapults. If I can take out the catapults really easily, then this is going to be much simpler. But the only way that I think about when it comes to actually dealing with catapults is trebuchets. But trebuchets take so long to be built, which is very annoying. But as you can see right there, we're getting a fire ballista. Why are these catapults actually attacking my ballista? Well, my trebuchet that is not actually even on the field still? I guess that's a bit of lag right there. Alright, well, we are having some issues with my morale as well. My morale is going down by 2 every single day, so we have to be a bit quick on this as well. And now let's see what happens, because what we're going to have to do, I'm going to have to build 3 of these trebuchets, and then we're going to have to do something with it. I can only hope that they're not going to make peace super quickly. If they make peace really fast, then we are done. And then I have to get out of here super quickly and try to get some wine or try to get something, because otherwise we're going to be in a big heap of trouble, and it would be nice if that would not actually happen. You can see here that at the moment we're getting a good amount from wood. My alcohol is not doing so well. My wood supplies, I have a load of wood, but unfortunately my wood supplies apparently are not enough. Oh, I don't have any wood. Oh. I had 300 wood. I had 300 wood. Is that maybe not enough? Apparently that's not enough. Anyway, we're just going to be putting out our trebuchets now. Usually that's what I tend to do nowadays. I tend to make it so that once we have 3 trebuchets, I start using them. And if they get destroyed, well, then that's just how it is. But I'm kind of hoping that they're not. And then they're going to get a nice little, you know, a nice little head start on things. What is actually going on here with these walls? Why are the projectiles going over to the walls over in no man's land? Yeah, apparently the walls for this particular castle are built in the middle of that little... I'm built in the middle of some random ass place somewhere. That is super funny, actually. Okay, okay. Well, it doesn't matter so much because the walls are now down. And once we got the battering ram up and running, I don't see a reason why we wouldn't just go straight on in and win. Oh yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna do. Alright, let's do it, let's do it. So, let's see, what else do we want here? Nothing. Okay, that's fine. Do we need to level myself up? Yeah, a little bit. I do have some charm skill. Let's see. So, minus 25... yeah, I don't really care about either of these things, but I will go for effort for the people, just in case I do actually clear out some of the bandit hideouts. And have I mentioned how much I really do not like the autosave system? Alright, so we're heading in, and I'm running into the barricade almost immediately because that is what I do for good luck. Don't worry, I know what I am doing. That was totally on purpose. Yes, if I could keep a straight face. Anyway, let me see if I can actually get inside the walls here. I'm actually kind of hoping... yeah, there we go, there we go. Nice. Got a nice little opening here. And maybe I can get through. Yes, I can. Very nice. Wow, that was a lot easier than anticipated. I actually thought to myself that we were going to have some huge problems, but apparently not. Now, if I can actually achieve victory here, I'll be super surprised, by the way. I don't think I'm actually going to be successful, but I might be. I might be. Oh, wait. Okay, here we go, here we go. Nice damage, nice damage. Okay, can we get some more of that, please? Nice. Problems? Slight problems. Let me see now. Oh dear. They actually spawn there? Are you serious? Come on. You know, I still cannot believe that we are having units spawn out of thin air. I feel like that should have been reworked a long time ago. And I'm not even talking about BannerKings here. I'm talking about the base game, of course. I have spoken about this at length in other series. But from my perspective, I feel like it would be much more believable if we actually had situations where enemies would come out of specific buildings. You know, just a handful of specific buildings that would be, you know, determined as spawn points for reinforcements and things like that. And that would make a huge difference to the overall realism factor because, let's face it, if you're like me and you're running into the enemy and, well, you get a bunch of enemy reinforcements appearing straight on you, you're kind of like, that's not exactly what should happen, is it? But yeah, that is exactly what happens a lot of the time. And I personally believe that it should have been changed a long time ago. I think it should have been changed with the inception of Bannerlord, you know, because obviously Warband's a long time ago, you know. We can do a little bit better than that, you know. We can do a little bit better than that. We can go for some things where even if it's just behind something, right? Like, it doesn't even have to be in a building, you know. It could literally just be in, I don't know, some back alley somewhere. could be, you know, in a back alley, you know, if there's problems with, you know, spawn geometry or something like that. Because let's face it, I'm not talking about, you know, these small buildings, because let's face it, sometimes battle size is going to be an issue, right? Battle size is going to be an issue. I know. I mean, I've been playing this, I've been playing this series of games for 12 years now. 12 years. And I have a lot of thoughts on that kind of stuff, right? Got a lot of thoughts on that. And in general, I feel like it would be so cool if we just had a little bit more, shall we say, illusion. A little bit more illusion to the whole situation. And I'm not even talking about, you know, something dramatic. I'm just talking about changing the spawn location so that it's not so obvious that they appear out of nowhere, and just making it a little bit less, I don't know, just a little bit less obvious, I guess. Because if you think about, and I'm gonna go way back in time here, and if you haven't played Warband, then you probably won't know this, but there's a bunch of mods in Warband that do sieges a little bit differently. And I'm not saying that sieges in Bannerlord are bad, by the way. I think sieges are really, really fun. I'm just mostly talking about the reinforcement system with this particular conversation. And I think that in general, Bannerlord could definitely learn a thing or two about how to make town sieges really, really fun by doing that system. Because I don't know whether you remember this if you've played Warband. A mod by the name of Gekkokujo. Gekkokujo is a feudal period Japanese, you know, samurai kind of thing going on, and you know, it's like Edo period basically kind of thing, and it's absolutely fantastic. One of my favorite mods, you know. And oh, look at that! We got some fire pots. These are the fire pots that you see those guys throwing, by the way. You need 100 throwing skill to be able to use them, and I don't have that, of course. But yeah, anyway, so the are you serious right now that I literally wait, I looted everything, but they have so many hogs. I will not be able to take all these hogs. It is literally going to make me move so incredibly slowly that I will not be able to move again. So we're going to have to get rid of those. I'll take the butter though. Do they have any horses? What else do they have available? They have a little bit of armor. They got throwing pots here. These are not the fire ones as far as I'm aware, are they? I have no idea. But we're moving only 0.5 slower now, so that's really nothing to worry about, in my opinion. But, yeah, wow. Okay. That's pretty crazy, isn't it? Yeah, that is pretty crazy. Anyway, as I was talking about, Gekkokujo is all about dynamic sieges. Every single time you go into a siege, it's extremely dynamic. You start outside the walls, you get inside, you destroy the first gate, first door, whatever, and then you run through the streets. You literally run through the streets, you're fighting through the streets, you progress deeper into the town, into the castle, whatever it is, and you then eventually get to a point where you have to have a final showdown at the keep itself. And obviously there's multiple reinforcement areas in this particular situation. It is not just, you know, there's not just one or two, there's 4 or 5 different respawn points, reinforcement points in the siege itself. And it feels like a living, breathing siege, because at no point, apart from maybe at the end, are you seeing any of these units coming out of thin air. At least that's what I've seen. You know, when I've played, I've not seen a huge amount of that sort of like clown car kind of thing happening. Anyway, we're going to give this to this guy. We're going to gain a significant amount of relation with him as well. Basically just trying to ingratiate ourselves as hard as possible with these guys. And we are looking real nice right now. We are looking real good. And one thing I want to do actually is my morale is going fine, and we're actually looking really nice in general. From even a general standpoint, I feel like that siege went extremely well, even though I was having a conversation about something completely different, or maybe it was on topic, maybe it was a little bit on topic, but you can see here we're actually still capturing things. Look at this, Desporion down there is capturing another castle, which is really, really nice. And the Goroyans are not really doing much as it stands, so hopefully they won't go after Kuyaz. Anyway, that is going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.